In this video we have two tiny cars, both due an MOT. We have in this corner the £300 Perodua Nipper, now entering its 4th year on the Hubnut fleet. In the other corner we have the mighty Toyota Starlet, which cost £400 and could have been purchased for £575 with fresh MOT. Was that a good idea to turn down? Let's find out. Right, it's another beautiful day here in paradise, pouring down with rain again. I'm fresh out of the shower and I feel like I haven't really stepped out of the shower at all because it's so bloody wet. But today is MOT day, and I've got a boot full of Nankangs. These are the CX-668s in 165/70R13s. The tyres on the car are 145/80s. They're not even the right size, they're far too narrow, so this should be a big improvement. But yes, will my £400 Toyota Starlet pass the MOT? I've had to change the bulb in the high level brake light because it wasn't working, but otherwise don't think I need the sun visor today. It's a bit of an unknown, so let's go. Well, this blooming wet weather has ruined the fact I was hoping to do a noise comparison, because this is a very noisy road surface. There's an awful lot of tyre noise, and these Nankang tyres claim to be low noise. We'll see if we can find a way of comparing. But I mean, the main thing is the tyres that are on the car are not in a good state. I think the fronts might actually just be legal. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't take much to get understeer kicking in, especially in the wet. Oh great, fog now as well. We've had fog, rain, hail, snow, getting a bit of everything on this trip. I thought this was meant to be British summertime. Coming down to a very tight hairpin, make sure there's no other cars around. If I chuck it in really hard, oh. New tyres have got to be better than that. Oh. And we've got to get this car sorted because it's due another long trip. I'm going to be taking it down to Sussex, which should be fun. I'm coming down the big hill, so I'm just going to give the brakes some warming up. Make sure the brake surfaces are nice and clean for the MOT. Well, it's a big bag. We've failed the MOT. Unfortunately, on emissions, I just can't get it to meet the required standard. It's yeah, it's not clean enough. Slightly new experience for me. I'm not really used to having an MOT fail on emissions in a car with a cat. It's the first time it's happened. So we've ordered up a new catalytic converter. That's going to be £100, and they'll get fitted tomorrow along with the tyres. I'm sending out stickers, but being slightly distracted by steam trains. Yes, that is a steam train chuffing its way through my garden. So yes, all these have been prepared for post today. I've already posted about 30 or 40 before I ran out of stamps. These are the international ones. Obviously I'm not showing addresses, but they're off to places like Canada and South Africa and Australia and Sweden. It's bizarre from my little countryside lair, and yeah, they're starting to come together. You will be receiving stickers in old 2CVGB envelopes, 2CV Club of Great Britain, because they have the wrong address on them, which no longer exists, and we had all this stationery we were meant to throw away, which seemed very wasteful. So I'm crossing out the incorrect address and I'm sending them in those. I've been sitting in the house for years and years. Yeah, that's sticker news. Well, that's not been a cheap MOT, including the tyres, which I did get on a friendly rate from Nankang, so thank you Nankang. But I did pay as well. They're CX-668s are the tyres, low noise, so we'll see if it makes a difference. And yeah, including the cat and everything, labour, cost of the test, £350.
on top of my 450. So I was offered the car for 575 with an MOT. Maybe I should have taken that, but then I wouldn't have learned as much, really, would I? Here comes a wet hairpin bend. Oh, that seems a bit better. I mean, it's still covered in release agent at the moment, so I need the tyres to bed in. It's also had the rear wheel bearings nipped up. There was a slight bit of play in one and a fair bit more in the other. A little bit annoying as the rear brakes were done last year, but perhaps not very well. There's loads of grit all over the road. I don't think they've been out gritting, but it's hard to tell at the moment. Oh yeah, that was pushing wide on that bend yesterday. So now, hopefully this car will settle down to be a joyous little car on the fleet. I mean, I still really like driving it. It's just a very nice car. It's my sort of size. I'm not a big car person. So on these Welsh roads, this is a lot better than the Lexus. Still a fair bit of tyre noise though, isn't it? Even though these are low noise tyres. In other news, the Perodua Nipper was also in for an MOT today, and I'm pleased to say that that sailed through. 2 advisories, one for each rear brake pipe, so it's something to keep an eye on. Probably, well, I need to do some rust protection on the whole car and this one. It's just finding the time to do it. This car is very, very sound underneath, which is pleasing to see, but you can see surface rust everywhere, and it's the sort of corrosion, if I don't do something about it, there just won't be anything left. God, this is a right pinch point, this. Actually, I might do another standstill start, because here we are in the wet. These Nankang tyres are B rated in the wet. So let's just pull over here. If there's anyone coming up behind me, just keep an eye out. So full bore. Still a bit wheel spinny. I mean, one of the problems is this car has a very low first gear. But yeah, if I wasn't confident, I wouldn't be cornering this quickly in the wet, would I? Yeah, I would say this car is very much improved, but I will report back on how these Nankang tyres get on. Yeah, so there you go. The Perodua is still as bargainous as ever. That really is cheap motoring perfection. Whereas the Starlet, not quite so much. It now has decent tyres, which makes it handle better, and it has a proper catalytic converter, so it should be less stinky and actually pass the emission standards, and hopefully it'll now be set for a fair bit of motoring. 500 miles next weekend. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I shall see you again in a future video. Farewell.